Switching gears here, if your car is hit by someone driving a stolen vehicle, who has to pay for the damage? It feels like it shouldn't be you, right?
Yeah, that's a really good question, and one that we don't really know how to answer.
I don't know how to answer it.
That's why we have lawyer Twilly, the founding attorney of LA Law, here to sort this all out for us.
Well, good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
I feel like we were at a high point, and now we're talking about something that's so depressing.
It's not, you know, but the stolen cars are the ones that are weaving in and out of traffic and try to avoid the law.
Yeah.
And with the no chase law, you know, the things are mayhem.
Yeah. Complete mayhem.
Yeah, and it was like an epidemic over the summer, left and right, and in not just one area in the state. It almost felt like every other community had stolen cars being reported, and there was a getaway car, and the car that was used was in an accident, right?
Correct. And it happens a lot.
Yeah.
What you need to do is make sure you contact local law enforcement. Obviously, if you're involved in an accident, you need to contact local law enforcement. But let's say your vehicle is stolen. And it gets involved in a crash. Obviously, you need to report that to your own insurance. Your own insurance may not actually cover it.
Get out.
No, that's serious.
Even if your car was like locked and somehow they were able to get in it and...
Yes, yes. There had a case, it was crazy. Guy started his vehicle in the wintertime, and this happens a lot. Yeah. You're warming your car up.
Yeah.
He goes inside to use the bathroom, comes back out, car was gone, caused an accident. Insurance refused to pay for it, and they said that the owner of the vehicle was negligent in the fact that they allowed the car to be put in a position to be stolen like that.
So the insurance company wouldn't cover to get the car fixed that was stolen.
Correct.
What happens with the car that they hit?
Yes. So if you have car insurance and a stolen car hits your vehicle, you're going to be covered.
What happens if the stolen car hits another vehicle, though? Like you're not driving
for damages property or something.
Oh, yeah. Well, if it was stolen, and again, if the owner of the vehicle put the vehicle in a position by way of negligence, it won't necessarily be covered. But if it was just stolen and they didn't do anything that was negligent and it hits another vehicle, then there should be coverage.
Okay.
It's complicated.
It is. It's very complicated. This is why we need you.
Yeah, exactly. And negligence, like, you know, obviously if it's running and the keys are in the ignition, that's one thing. People leave their cars unlocked all the time.
Especially this time of year.
Yeah, and then leave their keys like in the center console for some reason.
Right.
But, you know, again, what if those situations did not play out and somehow it still was stolen?
Yeah. Listen, insurance will pay. The only time they really won't pay is if there was some sort of negligence involved in allowing that vehicle to be stolen.
Gotcha.
All right. Now you say you should call a police officer if you're involved in an accident.
Yes.
At what a minor fender bender, should the police be called?
Well, I mean, if you plan on getting your vehicle fixed, absolutely. Because what happens oftentimes
sometimes I feel like, oh my gosh, this isn't worth, you know, like it's a scratch or a little ding.
With your deductible.
It stinks that you need to do that. But what will happen a lot of times is people will start lying. They'll say, you know what, at the scene it was my fault, it was my fault, it was my fault. Then they go home. They think about it a little bit later, and like, they'll tell their insurance company that, actually, no, I didn't do anything wrong.
Okay.
So you should get an independent third party there to document.
So this is really just to protect you and safeguard that you will not, you know, your feet will not be held to the fire, if you will, in a situation like this.
Yep.
All right.
Covered CYA.
What are some of the things you're seeing in the courts these days?
I'm seeing a lot of stolen vehicle accidents. I'm seeing a lot of wins at LA Law, to be honest.
Okay, well, there he is. He's the man, the myth, the legend. If you're interested in getting in touch with lawyer Twilly, you can go to
LALawCT.com. You can go to our socials, at Lawyer the Lawyer, all over the place.
Okay.
All right.
Stick around. We'd love to talk to you.
Yeah.
I'd love to talk to you both.
3 o'clock. It's a date.
3P.
All right.
All right. Well.